everybody. I know you're well fed, and some of you I think might be falling asleep. It's negative because now everything is gone through so bad, and your blood just working. The food is being digested, your organs are working overtime. So we'll do some breathing exercises before we start. I'm going to make it as easy as possible because I want you to remember this as well. So we're going to do something called the bunny exercise. Yeah? So I want you to imagine you're a bunny, a rabbit. And we know how rabbits operate, don't we? Like, can you see me? See that? The nerves are like following whatever it is that you're trying to breathe, and they take like deep breaths there. So start to stand up. Thank you. So 3 long snakes in the nose. The long exhale. Let's dive in. Imagine you're a rabbit. You all know rabbits. Go on, imagine you're a rabbit. Me. Am I complicated? Sorry?
I was lost for a bit, so I was trying to catch up. I lost you for a bit, so I was trying to...
Okay, so imagine you're a rabbit. So 3 sniffs. And then exhale, not exhale. Let's do that again. Do you feel relaxed? People with the join us by do you feel relaxed? Do you feel anything? No? That means you're not doing well. I feel relaxed. My friend, do you feel relaxed? It's getting there. This is safe. You do? People online, oh, I can't see, but whoever can see them, whoever is monitoring them, do they feel relaxed? Give a thumbs up if you feel relaxed. Should we do 2 more? Do you all feel relaxed? Fantastic. Okay. I know you all want to dance. So there was a song they were playing before I came on, before you stopped the music. I can't sing, it's a body button like this. Blessing, you know I'm going to call you, so I know if you understand. Blessing. Blessing. Why are you talking? Come now. DJ.
Never nobody ever love me like you.
Let's take a back time.
The things you do. Never nobody ever love me like you. Never nobody ever love me like you. Never nobody do the things you do. Never nobody ever love me like you.
Lots of people. We know we all lots of people.
And never nobody like you.
That's the life. Nobody can love you the way you love yourself. Yeah? So we're going to love ourselves today. So today, I've been asked to talk about living work-life balance. Very tough, right? Do we really have work-life balance as event planners? I like people talking back to me. Would you say we have work-life balance as event planners? Really? Do you not think that's a choice? Anyways, let's get into it. So we at Refresher, we want you to prioritize your mental health every day. Be mindful of who you are, what you eat, your lifestyle in total. You want to pursue your life in a serious, when we talk about work-life balance, it's really, if you look at it, half of our life, or half of our day is spent at work. When we were growing old, we wanted to be adults. Now we're adulting, we want to be children. But unfortunately, our life really is spent at work. And we need to love what we do. Okay. I don't think, this is just an introduction of who I am, what led me to what I'm doing, the blah, blah, blah. So, I have sickle cell disease. So I have sickle cell disease. When I was growing up, I said, if I live to 21, then it will be a miracle. But we all know that that's not a myth, but that's a myth. And if you join me on Saturday at 7 p.m. on our IG Live, refreshed_healthy living, I'll be speaking to other warriors. I'll be speaking to parents. I'll be speaking to a professor and a fellow warrior on how we should debunk this myth about sickle cell, which seems to be a taboo in Nigeria. But it's really just a blood disorder. Going on, I had TB of the spine, which is not common. And that was how my health challenge started. And from there, I then went on to healthy living. From healthy living, I realized that there was so much to live. And I realized, as they say in Yoruba, Afọwọ́fà. And it's like my lifestyle, apart from the fact I had sickle cell, my lifestyle contributed to me having TB, which you can have when you have sickle cell. One of the things that people they look out for in sick life. But then, if you don't live well as well, it's susceptible to various diseases. And that was what happened with me. I wasn't living well. I was an engineer at that point. I wasn't doing events. And I enjoyed what I was doing, so I was consumed with work rather than looking after myself, which most of us are at this point in time. But I have since learned, and I think I have matured, to be able to try and balance work and my lifestyle. So, thank you for having us. COVID is real. Please, if you haven't been vaccinated, please get your vaccine. And if you choose not to get vaccinated, please make sure you follow all protocols. Wear your mask, wash your hands. COVID is real. I've lost quite a number of people to COVID. So please. And we're back into work already. We're not fully back, as the emphasis said earlier, but we're there. So all of us are working back to back to make up, to get the revenue we lost last year, but it's impossible. Last year is gone. Wait, today, let's do for today and move forward. We really should be thankful that we are alive, because so many people will be in want to be in a position to be able to work. So gratitude is so important, especially now. So I want all of us to be grateful, to be thankful that we're here, we're still here, we can learn, we can work. There's a lot to be grateful for because COVID is real. We're very anxious. So, as I said, living a life, we work-life balance is a serious issue affecting our work first and our personal lives as well. And we want to give you, I want to give you the tools and resources I hope will help you to live a balanced life. In this fast-paced and high-stress world we live in today, having a work-life balance is often viewed as a luxury. And I think it's not a luxury, it's a choice. What is luxury? We define what luxury is. You know. However, if you are rightly engaged and constantly on the go, you are bound to reach a breaking point. That is when you get burned out. That's when you're feeling exhausted. You're feeling have a break team. You can't think. You're like, I don't know if that happens to you sometimes. Sometimes I've told somebody, I do that a lot of Pumi. And I'm like, I can't remember why I called Pumi, but I called Pumi because there was a reason to call Pumi. And I'm like, Pumi, I'll call you back. But then, you know, at that point in time that, okay, yes, girl, it's time for you to relax, breathe, and then. So the breathing exercise, however, I know it seems fun, but it's something you should do quite often because what I realize is when I'm doing the pulling and I just drop my food and I do a few breathing exercises, I remember and then I call Pumi back and tell you what it is. But that happens to a lot of us if we really want to be honest with ourselves, that we do have mental fog and we just know we're detached. Everything is a chore. Am I speaking to anybody here? I mean, we all love events to be here and to have taken a day off to be here. And it's because we think or we know we are passionate about it. You know, but what exactly is equilibrium to be burned out? It's chronic stress. If we want to admit it, statistics says that the event industry is the 7th or 6th most stressful job in the world. You know, I mean, we sat down here, and I know I was walking throughout, even as I sat down before I came up, I was talking to a client, we're going back and forth on design, talking to printers and everything, and I knew I was there. So do we ever give ourselves a break? No, because we think we can conquer it all. But it gets to a point where your body just says, you know what, I'm done. I'm not doing it again. It's okay, let's go home, let's go back to God. You don't want to listen to me? I'm done. And you see, we keep on pushing ourselves because we think we're superwoman, or as for the men, Superman. But no, we're not. Our body, if you think about it, that God did not make a mistake when He created us. Our body is the most intelligent computer in the world. It tells us when we're full, it tells us when to sleep, it tells us when to take a break, but it's not down to us. Do we listen to this body? Do we pay attention to this body? You know? So, and what can we do? What can we do? You know, I will talk about it as well, but we as event people, or we as human beings, we're never enough. We're like the ground that is never watered enough. We always want more. We put on so much on our plates that we're not even able to finish the food. So we have to learn to say no at some point and say, you know what, I'm not doing it anymore. I can't take any more events. Enough is enough. Yeah? So as I said, we overpush ourselves, we don't take breaks. You know, we don't take breaks. We're working on adrenaline completely. But what can we do can we do what can we do to prevent, what can we do to stop us working overtime, to stop us being wanting to do every single thing? Firstly, we have said this over and over, and I think we said this at the safety summit as well, is we have to learn to collaborate. That is our new word, that is the new key. You know, when we collaborate, the MC said when we go together, when we move together, we move in faster pace. I can't remember how it rephrased it, but basically what we say in the institution I belong to, is we are stronger together. You know, I don't have to do all the events. I don't have to be the lead event planner. I can collaborate with Mrs. K. I can collaborate with Miss Moni. I can collaborate with anybody. I can collaborate with me as long as we look that we're doing what we love to do. We're using our expertise in the right area, and we are all succeeding together. No man is an island. One of the reasons why we get burnt, especially in this part of the world, is that we want to be every single thing. We want to be the plan. We want to be this. We want to be that. We want to be that. How about sharing that money? So Mrs. K has a job. She can't do it on her own. She decides to get a few people together. They collaborate. They work well. There's trust. They do the event. They have a nice neat profit. Everybody is burnt out. Everybody goes home happy. The next day or the next event, that goes on and on. We find that we will, as event planners, we will be more satisfied and we work much, much better. Okay, the next thing is self-care. You know, it is something we should prioritize. When I say we should prioritize, I don't mean to be selfish, but you know, put yourself first in a nice way. In your mentally, put yourself first. You know, surround yourself with positive people. The thing about it is that when we think about self-care, we are better. We're better people to ourselves. We're better people to people around us. We're not grumpy. We're not touchy. You know, we will show more love. And besides, again, what are you feeding your mind? Your mind has a lot to play in your self-care. Our mind is like a garden. If I don't water my garden, I'm going to get bad crops. If I water my garden, I will know by the fruits, they're nice and luscious. So what do you do to water your mind and yourself, which is self-care? Then another thing again, I'm going to start from two things and then move on from here. Sleep. Sleep for me, I think, is the most important thing when we talk about well-being. Sleep. You know, somebody said the other day, I was talking to someone and they said, oh, I try to get 7 to 8 hours sleep every day. And person was like, you're very lazy. 7 to 8 hours. When your mates are working and doing everything, some of them are come to Abuja and back, they're saying you're sleeping 7 to 8 hours. And I looked at the person and said, look, I'm not lazy. I am just doing what is. I said, I can do every single thing. I can sleep 4 hours. I've done that. I've been there. I have the t-shirt and have the rug. Before I felt ill, that was my normal standard. I'd say, oh, let me just do 3-4 hours sleep and go. But my body shuts down on me. So I don't need anyone to come and tell me I'm lazy for sleeping 7 to 8 hours. But we all need, because when you sleep, which I don't want to go into sleep talk here, but when you sleep is when your body repairs itself. There's 4 realms of sleeping. When you sleep deep, when you sleep, right? There's a science to sleeping. That is when your brain is drained. New cells are coming in. You wake up energized, being able to win. When you wake up in the morning and you get up and you exercise, right? You're starting your day well. You find that as when you wake up in the morning and you've prayed and you've gone out to exercise, your day is actually more productive. So something that you spend 3 hours or 4 hours doing, within an hour, because your brain is sharp, They do quack, 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 quack. And I'm sure you all would all bear me witness that when you're well rested, you are more productive. So, we've spoken about sleep and exercise. Another thing again I want to talk about again is going on vacation. You know, people just think that, oh, I have to, if I don't go to London, if I don't go to Ghana or whatever, I have to back. No, there's a new slang that says stay vacation or something like that. Staycation. You know, we need to take time out. We need to take time out for ourselves. We need to take time out to just go and just watch the rivers. Go check yourself into a hotel. It doesn't have to be a 5-star hotel or anything. As long as it's comfortable, you can sleep and you can eat. There are no roaches in the room. Take yourself out. Go and get a nice book. I am not talking on whatever. I am talking about print book. You know those books we used to read in the past, like our Macbeth, our Shakespeare. Get a nice book. Sit down, do nothing, and just read. No screen time, no TV. Get to know yourself. Know who is to talk. Because every day we move, we change. You know, what I could tolerate yesterday, today I may not be able to tolerate it. But I don't know because I have not given myself time to know myself. Yeah? So go on vacation, spend time with family and loved ones. So I said, expect break for proper operation before injuries. You know, what you could tolerate yesterday, today you may not be able to tolerate it because you have changed. Something has happened. A stressor or a situation may have changed you completely. And you will not be aware until you don't give that brain a test. So, let's talk about our career. We all love events, right? But are we in the right career? Is this what we really should be doing? Or is this what we think we ought to be doing? You know, so I said, I want us to pause and ask yourself and say to someone, how are you? And let's be honest. So I'll give 2 seconds. Please ask yourself, mention your name and say, how are you doing? So, I believe you have the answers. So, are you in the right career path? Should you be in the event industry? So, I'm shaking some tables here. Sorry, but it is what it is. Should you really be in the event industry? Are you enjoying it? Or do you think there's a new part and want to be part of it? So, I'll help you. Look at it. So for those online, I'm just going to read it out. Do you have any of these things when you really truly ask yourself, pre-work and anxiety? Anybody with pre-work and anxiety? When you are doing the event or you are even planning the event, do you feel, when is this going to be over? So I can move to something else. Yeah? You think you are using your gifts. We all have gifts. And our gift really is what makes money for us. It's not the school. I've come to realize that it's not the amount of schooling you've got. If I tell you the number of things I had before I found myself. But when I look back, I realized that that gift had been with me. But I didn't recognize it. It took someone to come and say, why are you doing this? And I remember when I was transitioning from being an engineer to events, I was saying, no, it cannot be. But I had a good boss that said, so I really think, this person is right. You are really caught up for events because every office part, for everything, the way they did, you are always part of the planning committee. And do it effortlessly. It's like, I see anything, I say, oh, just blown up. You're always so happy and so happy. But I didn't recognize it. I didn't recognize it was a gift because I just enjoyed recognizing things in church. I was always doing events in church. You know, I was always in one event or the other, but I did not recognize that was a gift. So, am I using my gift well? I believe so. I'm a health coach now, and I realize that my passion now is to blend the two together. So we have great events. We have events where people are like two passions, and I thank God that it took me years, and maybe I should have done engineering in the first place, but hey, it is what it is. Because I want you to think deep as well. Okay, when you're not working, what are the things they are looking for? When I'm not working, because I enjoy, one of the passions is to make sure we eat well. You know, people that know me know that I try as much as possible to eat well. So I'm looking for ways on how to make that Nigerian food to make sure it's healthy. I'm in the kitchen trying to make one dish or the other. You know, so, and that's in line with my passion for healthy eating. Sometimes I come back from events like 2 a.m. For me, everyone says, oh, what I want to distress is I go into the kitchen and I start cooking. I don't eat the food, unfortunately, but by the time my household wakes up, they can find like 4 or 5 dishes I've made overnight before I've gone to bed. But for me, that's therapeutic for me. Yeah? So, when people ask me, what do you do? Are you happy to say I'm an event planner? Or, oh no, I'm a draftsman. What I do is I do all the designs for events. I'm the carpenter for events. Let's put it in our own local dialect, yeah? So if any of these things, if you have thought about any of these things, I would like you to think deeper to make sure you're in the right place. Okay. So, what is balance? That is what we're here. What is work-life balance? For me, I'd say balance means finding what works for you in the moment. You know, our day-to-day is ever challenging and ever changing. No 2 days are alike. You know, not identical, but it's up to us to create a space for variety and for trusting our bodies. That for me is balance. Yeah? How do I keep this balance? Get organized. Prepare for the day. I don't know if anybody journals. Do we know about journaling? And does anybody practice it? Anybody practice journaling? Journaling is when you come back and you just write yourself down. You're just scribbling. You're just writing. So I have a book by my bed. I mean, when I come back, I use as my journal and my gratitude book. I look and I say to God, oh, thank you for today that I went out. Thank you for even as little as, oh, I'm so thankful. I was hoping that presentation would fly. And it did. Oh God, I'm so thankful. But you know God, and the way I write as though I'm talking to, I can see God. And for me, it helps. And then I have another section whereby, even in my little bag, I have a little book. I write down my to-do list. I prepare for the day. So I knew I was coming here today. I knew I had other things to do. So what have I done today? Today, by the time I got to work, I knew what time I had to get to work because I had a coaching session. I knew after my coaching session what time I had to leave the office to get here. And Mrs. Peters had planned that after I left here, there'd be somewhere else I was supposed to go to. But alas, that didn't work. But guess what? I got a condition. I had plan B. So because I couldn't go to where I planned that I wanted to go to, according to my own timetable, I got somebody else to do what I had to do. So what I'm saying is that, and that makes me, so when she told me that, can you wait a few more hours, it was okay, it was easier for me to say yes. Because even though I had my to-do list, there was a lot of space. I didn't box myself in. Because that's the thing, I wanted to be at the moment. I wanted to be here and not start thinking of the things I had to do and not being present here or giving of myself to you. And then that means if I'm not present or giving myself to you fully, means that you would notice. You will notice. You won't enjoy my session. I hope you're enjoying my session anyway. Please tell me you're enjoying the session. Okay. So I really won't enjoy the session because then I am thinking of other things. Yeah, I'm not leaving for the moment. Yeah? Okay. Another thing I talk about is the stop shooting yourself. You know, there are things that we've seen them, but I want to particularly talk about shooting yourself. I should be doing this. I should be doing that. Why am I supposed to be doing that? I've never thought about it. You know, I know people will say, oh, you're going to present. You should look a certain way. You should dress, especially as a woman, calm, all decked up. My high shoes, makeup, all that thing. What do you think about makeup? I've come to slay. I should come here coming to slay. But am I going to be comfortable in that? No. That's not who I am. And I think at this stage, as adults, we should know who we are and we're not impressing anybody but ourselves, really. We should get to a place that it shouldn't be because I should. Who is giving those instructions? That should can work for Mr. A or Mrs. B, but that should doesn't fit your lifestyle. And then you're trying so much to fit that lifestyle that you're spending so much energy in doing something that is not beneficial to you. They don't have the balance. So, let's take it back to with us, events, people. Some people will say, oh, this month, I should be making 10 million profits. Should. But what is your business commanding? Are you a 10 million a month person? Or are you a 5 million a month person? Or are you a 50 million event person? You need to be honest to yourself. You need to be truthful to yourself. Look inward and stop punching or higher than you. Because what happens is that if, for example, I'm a 10 million a month event planner, when I say 10 million a month, I mean that at the end of the month, my take home, after all expenses, taxes paid, I hope you all pay your taxes paid, and I hope you save, we have to save, after my taxes paid, my savings, blah, 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 I take home 10 staff, salary paid and everything. My profit take home as me is 10 alright? I know what I have to do. You have to be effortless to make that 10 million. But if I'm now trying to now make, then it's 25 million, but I don't have the bandwidth, how am I going to have a work-life balance? I am using it all the time to make sure I make 25 million. Then at the end of the day, I don't make that 10 million because I've really thinned myself out and I just make 5 million or 7 million. Then I feel bad. Then I'm thinking this event is not working. That's because I have done the things I'm not supposed to do. I have not been truthful to myself. If my bandwidth is 7 million, let me do the 7 million job. Let me go. I am not competing against anybody. I am competing with myself and I'm trying to be better for myself. You know, when growth would come on its own. You would know when you've grown. You might not even realize. Maybe one day you decide that, what was my take home last month? I think, oh, I made 12 million, but it was effortless. Right? So let's stop saying because event planner A or event planner B is doing this, I should be doing it. No. With that, by the time you're doing that, you are not balancing yourself at all. And then what happens is that you're a total failure. Because you're not going to succeed in anything. And once you don't succeed in anything, it goes back to you mentally, right? And then you start having depression. You start having anxiety. You start trying to do so compensate for so many things. They're not sleeping well, they're not eating well, because you're competing with the wrong stuff, right? So that's about that. So what are the things that we can do, right, to have that work-life balance? A, body movement. We have to exercise, especially as we're growing in age. We're no longer spring chickens. We have to exercise. We have to move that body. If you don't like, the easiest thing to do is walk. If you don't like walking, we danced earlier on today. Do you not enjoy dancing? Yes, we have to make sure your heart beats. Yeah, so 30 minutes a day. And then what are we eating? We are what we eat. You need to make sure you eat nourishing food. Less of processed food. You know, if you can, grow your herbs. If you can grow your food, you'll be amazed at what you eat at home from your garden is more nutritious than what you get outside. And then another thing is hydration. We need to drink water. It's when I say hydration, so people say, oh, because I drank Coke, I drank coffee. There's nothing that beats water. So try and get as much water. I won't say drink 8 cups of water a day, because each body is bio-individual. I may need 8, you may need 4, somebody else may need 5. Yeah, your body will tell you. So you need to hydrate. So, I'm going to talk about emotional and mental balancing, meditation. How many people here will meditate? I mean, some people say it's New Ageism. I've heard so many things about meditation. But I mean, I'm a Christian and I'm going to say that even in my Bible, the Lord said to me, meditate on this book day and night. What I do as a Christian is I take a scripture for the day and I meditate on it. I chew on it. If I've not gotten what I want from that scripture, I continue chewing on it. And you see, it's amazing. For me, for the past end of August now, I haven't moved past Psalm 23. There are just 6 verses, but for me, each day I meditate on it. I see God in a new light. I see His promises. That keeps me going. That gives me hope in the morning. In the morning when I meditate on it, it says, especially when it says, I will lead you into green pastures. Then I start thinking, God, what are green pastures? I am not preaching, so let me move away. But what I'm saying is that it helps me. It helps me see possibilities. It says, like, I'm more positive as I go along. Yeah? I already mentioned journaling. So, I was going to bring one of the journals that we have. So if you need journals for the year, allow me. I'm not selling, so we are going to sell it, but I'm not selling today. We have journals that will help you. So come, I can give you one, and then monitor your screen time. Spend less time on the phone, social media. Forget social media, it's just fake life. You know, some of those things on social media don't happen. There was something that happened yesterday. Miss Uganda, yes, was former Miss Uganda, had just done a radio show and she was going on, and this is right, it was yesterday, on and on about how if you go, any man without a car should not near her. And she only meets men with car. You don't have a car, don't come and date her, don't come and ask her. Guess what? Immediately after the show, you will see someone that's asking for a man with a car, has a car. Oh? She was on a paddle. I am not joking. Check your social media. And this is someone that put men under tension. She herself was on a paddle. So so social media is not real. Monitor your screen time. We have deadlines, but you need to put a stop. When do you stop working? For me, at a certain time, what I've done with my phone and my computer is there's something on Apple that calls sleep time. So at a certain time, my computer goes to sleep. And once I see that, when it goes very dark. Once I see that, I know that my work for the day is done. I'm done. So I'm either going to read a book, go to my garden, go to book. Sometimes I watch Netflix now and again, But most times I'm either making something. I do a lot of tapestry. So I'm sewing, making something for some child or something, right? Another thing, nature. We need to walk around. We need to breathe. So I know most of us live, like Lagos is full of concrete, but you can create your nature by putting pots and plants and everywhere. Plants are really nice. Yoga. I know there's a lot about yoga, but there's something called asana, which most of us do. We don't do the deep yoga. Yoga helps you with the breathing. The breathing exercise we do is part of yoga. We don't do the mantras and the chants and the whatnot, yeah? So most Christians do something called asana, which is when we learn to relax our body without doing all the Eastern yoga stuff. Essential oils are good for you as well. Burn a candle, tea light, So, I'm sure I'm rounding up. So can we truly have work-life balance? Do you think we can truly have work-life balance? Do you really think we can have work-life balance? Sorry? It's a choice. And can we make those choices ourselves? So I have found that, right, that just like social media and screen time, I can create my work-life balance by putting boundaries in place. By setting boundaries in place, by writing a list of things that are priorities to me and following that list, right? I start my day, as I said, with a list of the most important things that I need to get done. If it falls off the line, and I write them in a list of priorities, this is the most important thing I need to get done. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, I try not to cram too many things. I try to have at most 1 and 10 things to achieve for the day. If I don't myself, it moves on to the next day, and it moves on as being the priority, right? Because I want to create work-life balance. I try not to multitask, which most of us do, yeah? Because I want to be focused on one particular task and do it well. I want to put my energy in one whatever. There are times we multitask, it's inevitable, but I try so much to just focus and be in the present and enjoy the moment. I create time, apart from work, I do a list as well, my to-do list with my friends and my loved ones. I know when it's time for me to go and see my parents, I know when it's time for me to get on the phone and gossip, which we all do, which women we like to do. Men, they do more gossiping. I know when it's time for me to just chill and just find my rhythm. So we can create this work-life balance by ourselves. It's a choice. Yeah? So I will end by saying work-life balance, yes, is possible. As Mrs. Kay said, it's a choice. If you think it is going to happen on its own, then nothing will happen. You have to create that work-life balance. You have to create what's important and prioritize them, both in your personal life and in your business life. And another thing I'm going to end up with is gratitude. Every day, you must be able to smell the rose. Yeah? Not, it's either the cup is half full or half empty. What are you grateful for? For me, even right now, when I'm going to write my notes today, I'm going to say, I am grateful for the opportunity to be here. You know, for me, it's a big deal, you know, because I know people woke up this morning, didn't make it to this moment, but I'm here, so I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be able to talk to my fellow event planners. I'm grateful that I've been able to impact one or two persons. You know, those are little things. They are little small wins, but they go a long way. Thank you very much.
Make it loud for her, please. Alright, right now I would like to take one or two questions, and then we'll go online to take questions. So please, your hands if you want a question. One question here, one question online. Come on. Is it still
Another dollar. In fact, no, brother, man, get out $2 means a snack, but it means a big deal.
Are we alright?
Mr. Hustle, guys,
everyone, get out of the seats. Come on, let's go.
Song, man, but no love, no money, no play, Mr. That's his name. No one ever knew his name.
Now let's do it.
Never thought twice about speaking on and over until I had a chance to really get to know. Now that I know him, give him money, they can share. He can use a mouse. I'll buy some shoes and a big price. The dollar,
let's go.
Still most of y'all are confused. Go ahead, Mr. Wayne.
Are you ready? Let's go.
Go ahead, Mr. Wayne.
Move your body. Let's go get them together. Let's do this together. Are you ready? Now let's have some fun to it.
Mr. Wayne has
Are you ready?
that you and I is done. Maybe without the words of
That's alright. That's alright. Everybody please. Are you ready? DJ, let's vibe. Let's vibe or vibe. So this song is popular, right? We'll do this together. Just 1 minute. It's called the Vibe or Vibe. Stretch your hands out. Everybody hands out. Lock your hands. Bend the beat backward. Now open your hands. That's it. Are you ready? Let's go, DJ.